So I succeed today's sprint interval training. Thanks for watching and see you. Hello everybody, I'm Juki. This is my Monday sprint interval training. So this week is like autumn. So the weather is very nice to make running. So day by day the weather is more cool down than now. So I wear the more clothes to prevent my heat consumption. So it's so important because doing an interval training, we need to remain our body heat. So this week, the weekend, I'm very happy to play with my children and my family. So it's exciting. So at that time, if you have taken a rest, please play with your family and have a nice time. And now, doing a sprint interval training, make your best effort to sprint. It's the key of your life. If you're doing sprint traveling training, Monday, so need more warm-up practice because your body is not well released. So at this time, to decrease your intensity of sprint interval training and run across about 2 or 3 times, that it can enhance your body and your muscle remember your sprint interval training. So this is important at first you have many power. That from the first cycle, you take sprint interval training in a very hard, your most speed training. It can make you hurt because your body is not prepared. So before you doing sprint interval training in hardly, like a Monday or the first day of the week, you need to more warm-up phase than other days. I'm talking about the financial destiny of our life. So I mentioned that buying a US ETF and never sell. So at this practice, during I practice, it is difficult to explain all of the things. So I'm making and publishing a book by daily to this top US ETF and optimal accumulation rate. So, and this book describes all the manual of my investment, and it can make you rich. So some people say that it's a stock trading, the company's employee says that 5% of the individual investor succeeding their investment, and 20% only bank deposit rate income, and the other 70 or 80% investor, they lost money. They cannot gain any other profit. So this is the fact of our stock trading and investment. So it is very difficult. Remember, the individual stock investment is very difficult because you cannot expect the future price, and now all the traders is not a human. It's replaced by the AI or other computer programming. So they didn't allow to individual trade earning money. So I suggest that buy US top ETF daily, weekly, monthly, and never sell. If you need money, you can sell. But if you don't need to sell, you can buy the stock credit. Using the credit, you can get the money and receive it. So please remember, individual investment is very difficult and hard and not easy to achieve success. So I suggest to you that the ETF, especially the US ETF, is very stable and make money after 10 or 20 or 30 years later. If you want to make money just right now, so you are investing to invest in individual stock and losing your money. It's critical. So I suggest to you that by the gathering the ETF is best method to make money by stock. So this is my book, and buy or allowing my book and make more money. That's my final suggestion of your financial destiny, and it will make your life more wealthy and more easy to live. This water is very delicious to me. So this is just the post cycle of my sprint interval training, but now it's so dark. I turn on the light, so I saw the light is very shiny and difficult to see. So please understand my eyes closed because it's the caused by the light. most dream of individual or person is making good looking body and six pack and upper hip. So it's very difficult because you have done that. So I think the best method to increase your six pack and upper hip, the sprint interval training is the best method. So it can make your six pack and make your hip and remove your physical fat. So I think this is most important training of sprint interval training. So you may say that this is very difficult training, but as you see me, just sprint and take a rest, sprint and take a rest. That's all. But it can make you six pack and your upper hip, and all of your body's muscle will training by sprint interval training, and it can make your body more balanced and more tight, more sexy and more slim body. So now my physical fatigue exists, but I don't think about it. After 1 month, 1 year, or 10 years later, I will make a six pack and upper hip. I'm not worried about how can I best achieve it. The important thing is how can I achieve it and remain that state. So I doing sprint interval training day by day, so I can make a sprint six pack and upper hip and remain it end of my life. That's the key goal of my life. Now I'm so disappointed because my physical fatigue still exists and do not make upper hip like other athletes or other person. But I don't worry about it because I'm doing a sprint interval training and I consume my ATP, and my ATP will be generated by my ADP in my muscle, so it can make my body more healthier than yesterday, or last month, last year. I'm satisfied with it. That's the key of our life. The continuous sprint interval training leading you the more future of your life, like your body, mind, spirit, financial, attraction, and all of your other things will change if you're doing sprint interval training. I'll show you how can I change it. just for think about how can I make my body more healthier, but just to take a sprint interval training, just 10, 12, 50, 80, 100 meters on your full speed. It can make your body more healthier than yesterday. So today I want to talking about the angry emotion. How when you feel angry in your life. So I think that somebody will violate my rule. I'm upset. I get angry. So the message of the angry is my rule is not perfect. So your rule is not perfect as yet. So he break your rule. So your rule is not perfect, that it is not important, and we must think the emotion. And then the emotion of angry will melt down. So think about, if you are angry or upsetting over someone, everybody, please think your rule is not perfect and you are not perfect person. And then your angry emotion will disappear and as soon as you think about it. Please remember, if somebody angry with you, think about your rule is not perfect and your rule may wrong. That's the key secret of to solving your angry emotion. So some people can ask me, how do you feel if you click, number of click is so don't regret to start YouTube. Yes, my click and watching, the click ratio is very low. The most low person in the earth. In the earth, my clip is the lowest viewpoint number of view in YouTube. But I don't care of it, cause and now I doing sprint interval training. It can more effective in my body, mind, charming, and financial. And take a rest. I regenerating my ATP in my muscle. And now I'm talking about you. I can training my English speaking ability. So there's nothing I need to spend for. And YouTube edit time, now my editing time is so shorter than first. At first, I'm focusing on the thumbnail picture. So I modify it by the 5 or 10 minutes. But now, I don't take care of it. Anybody will see my view clip. So my message of training on the title and making a speech. So I can reduce my clip editing time. So and I go home, my home is very far, so it takes 1 hour and 30 minutes. At that time is my YouTube clipping time. So if I didn't make the YouTube time, I abandon, I stop making. So my clip editing time is only 90 minutes. That's okay, I agree. I don't spend my time in the editing the YouTube clip. And then the other time, I must making my money and my work and my life. So I don't care of it. So I will make a clip by the pro editors, but now my viewpoint is, number of view is so small, I don't think about it. So if my viewpoint is over 1,000, well, 10,000, at that time I think of the clip editing. But now I'm happy. I have no time to left in doing my sprint interval training. So it's very important lesson of my life. So today's my speech can make me the ability to speaking, and it can make a good merit of my life in other place. So I don't think about how much viewer, how much subscribe me. I don't care of it. It's not important in my life. The most important thing is doing my best in this speaking time and give a message to you to learning something. It's the key of our life and my sprint interval training. So I think this is a very important time in my life. I spend just 3%. Additionally, editing the clip, it can make 6 or 7%. I spend 6 or 7% of my life in the sprint interval training. I can get the more things in my life. Now, after 1 or 2 months ago, I don't speak English like this. But now, I think that my speaking ability is more improved. So that's all. That is the key of my learning. So I live in Korea. So I am very poor. I am very weak at English. But now, I'm speaking, do not showing editing file. I just think about and like speaking. It makes you more ability to speaking the foreign language. This is the key of our life. So I suggest you should taking YouTube making YouTube to whatever place, whatever thing you are like to making a clip and upload it. It's the key of your life, and it will increase your life, all way of your life, and it is and future it can make your life more good and your life more better than now. sprint interval training showed very hard training to you. You can use all of your energy and some of your time, and you must make the very loud movement in your life. So it is easy to take a stop in eating a meal, eating a dessert, and watching the television, and watching the YouTube clip. It's very easy to you. But how can you gain about it? Nothing. Only you can get your path. So now, don't think about it. How can you achieve your path? How can you remove your path and more improve your health day by day? So this sprint interval training is easy to try to any other person. So it can to all of that person. Do not think about what exercise I doing on today. No need. Today is my arm training, my foot leg training. That's not important. You can exercise all of practices just one time by sprint interval training. This is amazing training of your life, and it can enhance your future more better, and you can live more better life than now. But you cannot imagine it, because after 10 years later, you did not think about the merit of sprint interval training. If you're doing the sprint interval training, you don't know how can I get the merit of sprint interval training. That's right. But see and watch. During I training my body, how can I feel like 10, 20, 30 years later? It's the critical, it's the fact, it's the real. 100% I guarantee you, your body will more healthier than do not taking sprint interval training. How do you feel? how do you feel? If you hear my breathing sound, it's non-fiction and real human documentary of sprint interval training. So this is very important and very good to my life. So I will change my life by sprint interval training, and it is also have making an effect to my life. So I will not give up the sprint interval training course during I still exist. Think about when is your last sprint training? 1 year, 10 years, 20 years? What cannot remember? That's the key. Make a sprint interval training bi-weekly. It can achieve your goal, and you can make your body more healthier. You can avoid many diseases in your life. This is the key secret of your life by doing the sprint interval training. Please remember, don't forget. The key exercise of your life is sprint interval training. During I'm taking a rest, making a speech, and making my ATP in my all muscle. How fast I learning is not important. Just to take a rest, my 100% of my cell is regenerating the ATP from my ADP in my muscle. That's key. That's the end of my purpose of sprint interval training. It can make me healthy. For human body, most important thing is regeneration activity. It's important. Your body will disappear after 3 months later if you did not regenerate your muscle itself. So you can enhance your regeneration power during the sprint interval training. So I just said that this is the most important training in your life. Please do the sprint interval training in your life. I think this is the last cycle of my sprint interval training. And when summer the weather is very hot, my old shoe is all wet. But now the weather seems more decreased than summer, so my sweat is not just fully wet. So I think the reason is, the first one is the weather, and the second is I didn't run like other days. But it's not important. It's okay. And during I take a rest, my body make a regeneration. That's all. That's the key of your life. You are the different person 3 months ago. Remember, after 3 months later, you became the different person. Because your cell's lifetime is 3 months. So one by one cell of your body will disappear and regenerate. So regeneration cycle is the most important cycle in our life. So during the sprint interval training, you can make your regeneration power before you did not take a sprint interval training. So I suggest to you a sprint interval training, because you can spend your energy and regenerate your energy by sprint interval training. It's the key of your life, and you can make your life more better than yesterday. This is the final running, final sprint of today. So I succeed today's sprint interval training. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.